Precast stakeout for VDOT DI-3 and 4 ABC type inlets. VDOT precast curb inlets are most commonly rectangular throats that stack upon circular manhole chamber sections. When installing precast inlets, the distances to the center of the chamber sections from the curb line and along the curb line are different than for cast-in-place inlets. For nomenclature, we'll use the clock face positions as if we were standing in the roadway and looking at the front of the inlet. The lower sections are typically round and will have a transition slab with an offset hole. The slab can be rotated so as to line up with the steps installed in the sections below. The precast throat section is then set on top of the slab using a grout interlock. Typically, the units are fabricated with the steps at either the 3 o'clock or the 9 o'clock position. This allows field adjustment towards the roadway or away from the roadway should it become necessary. Given the distance from the curb line to the center of the base section and the distance either left or right from a reference point, the chamber section can be accurately located in the field. The reference point is located along the curb line and is centered for the DI-3A inlets, 4-foot inlets, and C or center inlets from 6 foot to 20 foot long. Right hand and left hand inlets will have the reference point located at 22 inches from the lower end of the top unit. The CP&P stakeout manual provides dimensions to properly stake out precast, VDOT, DI-3, and DI-4 inlets. Here's an example that we can look at. Let's say we have a DI-3B, L equals 6 foot, right hand throat. It's going to be fabricated in a 48-inch diameter base section with steps at 3 o'clock. We can look in the precast stakeout manual and find that the X dimension for this example is 19 inches behind and the Y dimension is 9 inches to the left. Assuming that we can locate a curb line on our projects and know that the 6 foot long throat is going to be located at 2 points along that curb line, we can then begin figuring out where to stake out the center of the base section for this to work. Because the top unit is a foot longer than the 6 foot throat, 6 inches on each side, the outside corner will be 6 inches on either side of our 6 foot throat for this example. We're told that the flow is coming from the left to the right by it being a right hand end. So the reference point is located 22 inches from the lower end of this top unit. The X dimension that we're given is 19 inches behind face of curb. The Y dimension given is 9 inches to the left. This becomes the location of the center of our base chamber or lower section for us to set our unit and begin construction. As you can see, it properly lines up with the 4-foot diameter base and the 6-foot throat such that the steps at 3 o'clock will match up with our face of curb. For additional information, contact us at Concrete Pipe Precast.